Good morning. I'm Jae-hong Kim, the presenter of 이번 크리스마스도 행복하죠, consist with 이호성 and 오도원. I want to talk today about grace, not a virtue coming from God, but one of satellites. Before digging in, let me show you one short video clip. You can watch a huge collapse occurs when a massive chunk of ice lose their balance. This ice collapsing transpires when glaciers get melted because of rising temperature by seasonal change. Nowadays, however, the amount of losing ice by breaking off is escalating due largely to global warming. Then how can we estimate whole glacier area and its decreasing rate? Grace can serve as a ruler and calculator. These are the list of contents I want to talk. What is grace, measurement, result, and conclusion? Let's start from what is grace. It is an abbreviation of the Gravity, Recovery, and Climate Experiment. It was a joint mission of NASA and the German Aerospace Center, launched in March 2002 to the end of its science mission in October 2017. The mission was accurately mapping variations in Earth's gravity field. Grace consists of two identical satellites, two identical spacecraft that fly about 220 kilometers apart in a polar orbit 500 kilometers above Earth. Two satellites took detailed measurements of Earth's gravity field anomalies. It can observe sub-seasonal, approximately 1.5 month time scale phenomenon. Its spatial resolution is hundreds of kilometers, which means it can catch above meso-scale ocean phenomenon. Then how does grace work? Let's look at the basic principle of gravity. Things have gravity because of their own mass. Water also has its own gravity, so the gravity field of certain region which has more water on is bigger than other sites. Compared with ice and water, as we know, water mass is much bigger than ice in same volume. Because of this, the place's gravity where the water piled up is stronger than the region covered with ice. This phenomenon causes gravitational change, and grace can measure that changes. How? Two grace satellites passing over the same orbit shoot microwave to measure the distance each other. As I said above, in normal states it is 220 kilometers. When front grace passes high mass region, its speed will be faster. Since the second one still doesn't through, the distance between two satellites changes with micrometer. When behind one passes through the region, it shows the same aspect. Because of velocity and distance differences, the scientists can estimate how the gravity dance below grace orbit and get the map of gravity anomaly, merging the changing data. Through these processes, it can observe sustainability of surface water and groundwater use according to a science report, and measure land ice and glacier. Following these pictures are the results of GRACE projects. The left image shows the mean annual amplitude of total water storage on Earth in 2007. Using the previous GRACE data like this, we can produce anomaly graph like right next picture. It depicts anomaly liquid water equivalent thickness for July 2011 over land. Base period is from 2003 to 2007. In addition to water storage, the amount of land ice or glacier can be measured by GRACE. This graph tells the changes in ice thickness during 2003 to 2010, averaged over each of the world's ice caps and glacier systems outside of Greenland and Antarctica. Blue represents ice mass loss, while red represents ice mass gain. We can figure it out that ice in most lands are getting thinner. Then let's look at the Greenland and Antarctica. the biggest glacier storage in northern and southern hemisphere respectively. This image shows the average yearly change in mass in centimeter of water during 2003 to 2010 over Greenland and Antarctica. Regions with large ice loss rates are denoted with the blue and purple colors. There are enormous ice loss rates over substantial regions of both ice sheets. Gathering up all GRACE data, we are able to create the graph shown on the screen. As it depicts ice mass of both Greenland and Antarctica are diminishing in dramatic speed. We all know that global temperature has been escalating and that makes glacier collapsing. The matter is, however, we don't know how much global warming is severe. Thanks to the GRACE project measurement of ice mass change, the abstract knowledge became clear and specific. It reveals that due to climate change, everything in Earth, including mass of ice and water distribution, is changing in an unimaginably negative way. The twin satellites are warning that now we are standing on the verge of climate collapse, and without halting global warming, Earth would be broken off like collapsing glacier. Thank you.